Hello from me, Dina Marais, and thank you so much for joining me. I'm Dina Marais of dinamarais.com, prosperous soul purpose divine diva, and it's my mission to create as many prosperous soul purpose divine divas out there in the world as possible. So today I would like to talk about your niche and the importance of having that clear. And for me, your niche is your soul purpose. So let's call it then your soul purpose niche, your message, your brand. Why it's so important for that to be really clear. What are the consequences of it not being clear? And then, how do you get there? So it's very easy for you to decide whether your niche is specific enough. And the way to do that is just to look at your business. Is your business overflowing with clients? Yes, then your soul purpose niche and message and brand and everything is perfect because you are attracting your ideal clients. They hear you, they get you, they know that you hear them and you get them. And it's like a symphony being played. Absolutely bliss. Of course, if that is not the case, then there's some disconnect between you, your purpose, your niche, your message, your brand, and of course your audience. When everything like that is totally in alignment with every component is in alignment with each other, then we get to that point where that sweet spot where things just start happening. So of course the consequences of not having a clear niche is of course that you will struggle financially. You will have a trickle of clients here and there one, and they will not be your ideal clients, most probably not. You will feel that you're not working with a person that you really want to work with. They will feel the same, that they haven't really gotten to the coach that's for them. So it's really in your best interest to continuously explore and refine your soul purpose niche. And this is a process. It's not, for some people, it's wonderful. It happens overnight. And for others, it takes years. That was the case for me. So I know what I'm talking about when I talk about this unclear niche. It's really a way to shoot yourself in the foot. Yes, I started off by really thinking that I can coach anybody. As a meta coach, we work with structure and process and literally can coach anybody on anything. But when you start marketing to find the clients, that's when things start falling off the wagon. That's when things don't work out because, when you really find your ideal client, you talk in a certain way to them. It's in the language, it's in your tone, it's in your brand, it's in everything that you write about, the issues that you tackle, that you talk about, that you explore with them. It's all about that. And if you are like a general practitioner doctor where you go to for flu and for health and for any ailment that you can get, then you won't get anybody. I thought I could coach anybody, and in the end I coached nobody. Okay, so, and of course the consequences of that is that you struggle financially, you have continuous cash flow problems, and to the point where so many coaches close their doors and they have to find a job. And you start doubting yourself and you lose trust and faith in the fact that you are here to fulfill your mission as a spiritual being, your mission here on earth, and yet you don't get the opportunity to do that. And of course, I thought that the same. I thought it was such a cruel joke of the universe to say that when you really do what you love, the money will flow. Well, that was until I learned there are a few other things as well that we need to know about regarding building a business, because that is where the blind spots happen. Okay, but let's get back to niche. So, so when you have everything aligned, then you really bask in the bliss of your business, where things just start happening and flow is happening and you're having the best time, your clients are having the best results, and you easily move from level to next level to next level, expanding your income streams, expanding your income as well, take that to the next level. So there's a lot of pluses when we get there to that niche. So it's really a curse. I call it the curse of the unclear niche. So what does it take? What is this niche? How do you get there? What are the components? Well, the first one is, of course, you. So who are you? What do you stand for? What is your essence? Yes, you may have many talents. You may be able to coach someone on health and relationships and business and wealth and everything in between. But what gives you the most self-gratification? What do you enjoy most? What makes you excited when you go and work with a client on that specific area? Okay, so it's who are you and how do you like to express that? You can prefer to express that through coaching or mentoring or writing, or having a podcast. So many ways where groups, individuals, you can express it in the way that you love the most. And having said that, if there are other ways to express and bring your gifts to your clients that is not natural for you, for example, public speaking, then it's a skill that you can learn. It's just a skill. And if that is the threshold or the thing that to break through to bring you to your clients, then that is something that you can work on as well. Okay, so it's who are you? So it is to choose your specialty that you love the most. Whatever that may be, okay? The next part is the audience. Who do you like to work with? Now, again, we can work with anybody. And even in a specific niche, we can work with many different groups. And if they all relate, what they have in common, that's good if you can get there. But it's to decide which group do you love working most. So take a relationship coach. Okay, so relationship coach can work with couples, can work with single people looking for their soulmate, never been married, can look for divorce, can work with divorced women looking for love again, can work with women after being widowed to find love again. So there are so many different audiences within that audience of women and relationships. Right, so it's important to start looking at your audience in the sense of the normal demographics, like gender, age, education, finances. And then, the rest of the psychographics of where do they like to hang out, what publications do they like to read, what are their hobbies, what do they like doing for fun, where do they go on holiday, are they married, what is their relationship status, are they happy or not happy. So it's really to really, like out of like Michelangelo, really to chip away of this block of marble of unspecificity and general, to really chip away so that you can get to that person where you can actually create what we call an avatar, where you can describe this person to a T of who you like to work with. So audience is the next thing. Then the next part is, so what is the problem that you are solving? What do they lie awake at night about? What are their fears? What are their desires? What are their challenges? And of course, in doing market research to make sure that whatever problem you can solve, is that actually a top of mind problem for them? Is that a problem that they will pay money to solve? Because you may have a great idea, and self-esteem comes in here a lot, where people say, you know, I coach people on self-esteem. But most people don't lie awake at night thinking, you know what, I have low self-esteem. It's what the low self-esteem cause in their life. What are the symptoms of the low self-esteem? That is the problem that you are solving. And of course, then what is the solution? On the flip side of that is, how are you then helping them? What is the solution that you give? And your solution, what is the tangible result of your solution? Because frankly, clients don't care. They really don't care how you do that, how you do what you do. They don't care whether you use Reiki, or whether you use yoga, or whether you use coaching, or whether you are NLP or integral. They don't care. All they want to know is, can you give me what I want? Can you help this problem to go away? And to have the solution, the result that I'm looking for. So the result is absolutely important. And you know, if you don't know what that is, because often it can be very difficult to pinpoint that, is to talk to people that you've worked with. To ask them, you know, what is it that you can do now that you couldn't do before? Because that is what you are looking for. If it's relationship coaching, it's finding your soulmate, then it's something like lying in bed at night and hearing him or her breathing next to you, holding your hand, feeling that absolute safety and security and love as you cuddle in his arms. You see, that's the result. That is what people, now they can identify with that. Now they can feel it. They can really sense that. And that is what you want to create, the picture of what it would be like for them once they work with you. Okay, so we've covered now who are you, and you know, what kind of a coach or a healer or a speaker or an author or a consultant, expert are you? Who do you like to work with? Up to a T that you can actually describe a person that represents everybody that you would like to work with. What is the problem that you're solving? Would they pay for that? What is the solution and what is the result? Now, when you know that, when you can pinpoint that and refine it, now you can define your brand. Now your brand becomes solid because now you have a language that you speak, you have a tone, you have a that is reflected in the colors that you use on your website, it's reflected in the type of blogs that you write, it's reflected in the images that you use, it's reflected in the questions you ask of your audience. So, and of course, as you are refining this and as you are expressing yourself and become more and more visible with more confidence about what you are about, who are you looking for, you'll find that you will start attracting these clients to you. So, and then you are getting into that sweet spot where clients find you. They ask you to work with them. And you start sharing your gifts. That is fantastic. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So your impact grows, your income grows, and as you get really refined on this, now you can start leveraging your expertise even more, and you can create new programs, You can create new packages. And I just love working with my clients on all these things, because that is for me like the core. One of the key pieces is to get your niche. Now, I hope this has been helpful, and I would just like to invite you to join my Facebook group. I'll put the link below the video, or the podcast, whatever you are listening or watching. And go and sign up on my website. Go to my website, dinamarais.com, and there's a free report, the 3 must-haves for a profitable business. Get that for yourself. Get onto my list. Join my Facebook group, because then you will hear about and see all the free stuff that I do, all the trainings that I do. I'm doing as a matter of fact, I'm doing a free training on niche next Wednesday. That will be the 2nd, the 3rd, 2nd or the 3rd of July. It's on the Wednesday, definitely. And that will happen at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. South African Time. And it will happen on my Facebook group. So please join that, so that you can join in this Facebook Live where you can ask questions and I will answer that for you. Great. I hope you're having a wonderful rest of the day, and I will chat to you soon. Bye for now.